This audio is to help you tap into what it means in your body to slow down. So first, claim this time for yourself. Just find a nice, comfortable spot, either seated or lying down on the ground or on the floor in a comfortable room out of the traffic, a high traffic area, somewhere quiet and comfortable. You can have your legs up the wall. You can be lying down with a pillow under your knees, or seated with your legs crossed and your spine erect. The most important thing is that you are comfortable. Maybe if you're lying down, you want a blanket or an eye pillow, or to light a candle with a good scent or some aromatherapy. Just set the tone for the next 10 minutes. Claim this time for yourself. Take these few minutes to draw a circle in the sand around yourself, just creating that boundary that you need to claim this time, to give yourself the space you need to release any urgency or rapid fire movement of your mind. Let this time, this slow down on a Sunday, be a balm to soothe the struggles, the difficulties, and the deadlines of your week. And then answer this question for yourself. What do you enjoy that calms your mind, that curbs that sense of urgency? What's your go-to? It can be a bath, a bubble bath, tea and lighting incense, aromatherapy, drawing a circle around yourself in the sand in your mind. Whatever it is, just take a few minutes to do that today. And then, so I picked a card out of a new deck for you. The Nap Ministry just created the Rest deck. And the card I pulled for you today is, I will do less, watch me thrive. And the back of the card says, or asks, how can you access pleasure, joy, and liberation if you're too tired to experience them? Where can you create more space in your life? What can you say no to? Consider what rest has to offer you. It's time to slow down. It's time to thrive. That's on the card. So the messages are coming from all around to slow down. And that's why I want to share with you today the Unwinding Compass, because it's a very powerful way to create more space in your life. Not only to rejuvenate your body and your mind, but to hear from your body and your inner knowing, in your intuition and in your gut, what you need more of and what you need less of. Where to say no more and where to say yes, please. More of that. This is how we thrive, by listening to our body, our gut, and our intuition. When we choose our yeses and nos wisely, it creates more space in your life. It helps you give up hustle culture. And why is that important? A teacher of mine says, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And time again, this proves to be true. How you think about one thing is really how you think about everything. And so if you don't want to hustle your whole life, you have to give up the hustle now, or you'll always be chasing after that urgency that is built into the hustle. So instead, we practice this accessing your own pleasure, joy, and liberation so that you can thrive. Replace the hustle energy with the energy of less is more. So like the card says, I will do less, watch me thrive. I will do less, watch me thrive. And so it is. So first, I'm going to take you through a 1-minute unwinding compass, just so you can learn each of the points and see how the compass works. And then I'm going to take you through it again, going into each of the points and focusing on awareness and sensation of your breath in the lungs and diaphragm, which is one of the points that we focus on in the compass. One of the body is as I take you into the body. So today we'll focus on the lungs and diaphragm. But first, notice your breath. So notice is the end point on the compass. Notice your breath. Notice the inhale. Notice the exhale. Notice as you inhale the rising, and as you exhale the subsiding. Just follow the breath in. Follow the breath out. The breath is coming in, the breath is going out. And then the E is explore. Explore the breath in your body. So first in the lungs and diaphragm, and then in the upper back and the arms. Just inhaling and exhaling at each point in the body. And then the lower back and the legs, and then the hips and pelvis. Exploring with the breath, and then exploring with the breath, palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. And now for the S. S is savor. Savor with appreciation, whatever is here. So maybe you noticed some space was created with the breath, or you felt some tension or constriction in your body, or the breathing helped you tap into a sense of fluidity or openness. Whatever is there for you, maybe some tingling, or maybe just stillness, whatever is there, that you notice it, that you sense it, feel the sensation, and savor it with appreciation and gratitude. And then when the mind wanders into thinking, when you're aware of the thinking that you are thinking, you're still here, right? And just return to the awareness of the breath. So the return, so the W is wander for the W, and then return, you return to the center of the compass, like the inside of the compass. So that's where we'll be returning to again and again. So then go back to in, and notice your breath. Become aware of how the breath is arising and subsiding on the inhale and the exhale. And then listen to the sound of your breath gliding in and out of your lungs and diaphragm. Now explore the breathing in your body from the tunnels of your nose as the breath comes in down into your lungs and diaphragm. And just envision your lungs facilitating carrying oxygen down into the blood and then returning that carbon dioxide back to the lungs to be exhaled. And now savor. On the inhale, I say, thank you, lungs, for operating without even the slightest thought from me. Thank you, lungs and diaphragm. Feel the sensation of lightness and buoyancy as you inhale. And the lungs and the diaphragm lift like a boat lifting on the swell of the sea. And then feel the sensation of release on the exhale as the organs settle back into a relaxed position. And then make note of any change in your breathing rhythm. Like maybe you noticed a deepening on the inhale and exhale, deep or shallow, long or short. These are sensations that when we pay attention with awareness, we can start to notice these little micro awarenesses, these changes that happen from deep to shallow, long to short. And here in Savor, just ask, what do you appreciate about this moment? What you're feeling, what you're sensing, gratitude for your body that it does all of this without you even thinking about it. Notice how each moment is different as you inhale and exhale this moment, and now this moment, each a little different than the last. When we slow down, we can notice these micro changes. So then when your mind wanders into thinking, whenever that is, just slow down and listen to your body with curiosity. Where can I soften the neck and shoulders? Where can I lengthen in the torso? Or open? Maybe open in the side ribs. Widen in the back of the lungs. This helps the mind wandering to come back into the body using soften, lengthen, open, widen. And then return to the center of the compass, to the awareness of your breath, awareness of the space that you've created for yourself in your body and in your day, awareness of sensation in the lungs and the diaphragm. And when your mind wanders into thinking, just return to this awareness of the breath, the space you've created, your lungs, your diaphragm, and just hold it all in awareness. Just notice how from the center of the circle touches every point at the same time. And when you hold it all in awareness, you can notice your breath, exploring it move through your body. Savor the sensations you're feeling with appreciation. And even thinking itself, you can hold in this awareness, holding it all as you create more space in your life Give up the hustle. Embrace pleasure, joy, and thriving in your whole body, mind, and soul. And just be with this. Be with this now. Be with this moment by moment. Each time your mind wanders, just return it back to the breath. Return back to the awareness of the breath. Again and again, creating more space for yourself, more space for joy, pleasure. This is how you thrive. Enjoy your slow down Sunday.